Welcome to Nerdery. This is Illusions, and today I'm going to be going over the GeForce Experience on my Alienware 15. I've done a few videos on the Alienware Command Center, and I was looking over this the other day, and I was kind of fiddling with this GeForce Experience, and it is really cool. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. So here I've opened it up, and unfortunately, embarrassingly, I only have 2 games loaded on my Alienware 15, which happens to be Diablo 3 and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, Diablo, let's go over this tab a little bit. So, with this game, it wouldn't be optimized. There's like a sorry about that, kind of number. Optimize all, which I did click, and it has a green check saying this game is optimized. This game cannot be optimized. And what I'm thinking is, here, let me hit this button. What I'm thinking is that it's actually going through BattleNet. So I don't know if there's a reason why it can't be optimized. Maybe it's something I just have to look into further, turning things on and off. But I have ran both of them, and they look awesome. Even Diablo 3 with its non-optimized state looks great. Shadow quality. So here's these pictures, and it kind of shows what's going on in game as far as your graphics or your NVIDIA GeForce Experience. But a bunch. Anyway. So that's pretty cool. Texture quality controls the quality and fidelity of textures applied to every character, object, and terrain element in the game. So as you can see, even just from the screenshot, and let's see, I think I pulled that all the way up. So let's go over to the next one. And just again, showing screenshots of the game, reflections, enable the rendering of reflections on bodies of water and other reflective surfaces. So you can see the lightning and stuff going on below that mob. It looks like a skeleton of some sort. Low FX. So pretty cool. Pretty neat. I mean, before, when I first started gaming, matter of fact, Diablo was my very first PC game. Let's read this. Physics. Adjust the realism of physics effects like the throwing of a skeleton into a wall. Selecting low reduces the quality of set effect by 75%. So, collision. So it slammed into the wall, bounced off. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Diablo, the original Diablo, was my first PC game, and I could not even recall the graphics card that was in that pewter. And I remember the only way you could really adjust the graphics was within the game itself. But this lets the graphics card really take over and, enable you to fine-tune your game experience. And another embarrassing fact is I haven't really touched The Witcher aside from the intro. So I'm definitely going to be trying out one of the features in this GeForce Experience. So there's several, kind of shows more bloom, intensifies the brightness of lights and lighting effects. Really cool. Graphically, just a gorgeous game. And I really need to give it a try. Friend of mine, Still Fox, he has it for the PS4, and I actually wanted it on the PS4, but I ended up getting it on my laptop, and I've been such a console gamer for the last several years that that looks cool. That I've really kind of lost NVIDIA Hairworks. But I've really lost my PC gamer skills. I used to be PC gamer only. Shadow quality. Look at all the shadows. The beautiful shadows. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble on. So we've seen enough of that. I'm going to pull this down. And here it actually tells you, I mean, it's optimized, but it tells you what's on or off as far as these effects. You know, depth of field on, bloom on, detail level ultra, display mode full screen. And you can go in here and you can actually change this and fine tune it to the way you like. You know, do you want terrain, really high quality, or are you not a big terrain person and you don't need to have it at a high setting? Shadow quality. So same thing, you can really fine tune the way a game looks and feels to, your play style or to your desired level. But it's funny, I should install Minecraft and see what it does for optimization. Anyway, excuse me, sorry about that. Let's go over to drivers. So I just last checked 11/21/2015. So it is up to date, but here, it shows your GeForce driver is up to date. Release highlights, GeForce Game Ready driver. So this is really cool. Game Ready tells you what games, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Overwatch. I've debated about, I actually debate about getting Fallout 4 for my Alienware. Just give it a try. But anyway, so drivers, check it, make sure it's up to date. And here's what was really cool. So Illusion's Alienware. So the GPU, it's a GeForce GTX 970M. CPU Intel Core i5. Pretty nice. Memory 16. Resolution 1080 60. There's the driver version and operating system, Microsoft Windows 10. And I really haven't had any issues with Windows 10 and as it applies to gaming, what little gaming I've done, or work productivity. It seems to be fine. So here, so you have an overview, and I think these just correlate with this up here. So I'm just going to click on this first one here. So game optimization. It tells you what it works with. It works with these brands of GeForce. Works with all of these. I think I had the i5. You have the i5, but here's all the other ones that it works with. At least 2 gigs of system RAM or higher, which I have 16, and then Vista, ouch, Windows 8, ouch. But here's all the operating systems that it works with. So game optimization, I'm getting a check, green check ready. So game stream, this I believe this is either has to deal with Shield or Shadow Play. Oh no, Shadow Play has its own. So this is game streaming PC to NVIDIA Shield. So all this is good except for this. I have an old, I need to upgrade my wireless for the nerd. But everything else looks good here. So again, the GPU, which I have a 970M, so I'm good there. 16, good there. Rocking my Windows 10. GeForce driver is up to date. 359, so yeah, I am up there. So that's cool. I don't have a NVIDIA Shield, but it'd be nice to have. It'd be fun. Toys. So Shadow Play. This is really cool. I actually did not know about this until Arderamis brought it to my attention. He asked me about my graphics card. And he's like, you could Shadow Play. And at the time, I was like, I can. I never really delved into it that much. But here it is, Shadow Play. So it tells you, what kind of graphics card works. And I have the higher. 4 gig, yep. I have 16, Windows 10, and the driver. So I was pretty surprised. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I actually tried it, and it is really neat. I'll have to release a video. I'll probably do Witcher 3. It has a really cool intro. and I'll try shadow play on that. Battery boost. So this SLI I don't have is not supported, which is fine. Driver's good, operating system's good, and graphics card is good. So battery boost, I'll show kind of what that is. Automatically extend, yeah, it is what it says it is. But if you have it plugged in, it doesn't really matter. I mean, unless you are stuck somewhere, you don't have access to power, wherever that may be, you can set it to give you battery boost. But it is going to affect your game experience. You might have to turn down some things in order to preserve battery life. LED visualizer, all good except for this with LED illumination, which I don't have. But that's fine. Let's go over to the Shield tab. So here's all the cool stuff. You're logged and ready to stream. Go to Shield Hub on your Shield device to stream games from this PC. So I could actually game stream if I had one of these, but I don't. I don't have a Shield portable, a Shield tablet, or a Shield. Though I would love to have a Shield. That'd be that'd be really cool. But I don't. So over to preference. So we have general. Again, you can check for updates. Actually, this is the update for the GeForce Experience, not the actual graphics card, which I've checked and I'm up to date. EU license, supported games, language, updates automatically download drivers, but I get to choose if I want to update them. And I've opted out of the beta. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine, but I'd hate to test out a beta driver and gum up my system. So I've opted out of their games. I just have the two that are supported. Here you can actually click check now, and there's just like right here, locations. It'll show like GOG Games, Steam, and whatever folders that you have set for your games. It's going to automatically check those locations, and you can add locations for wherever you keep your games on file, and I'll check and I'll add these. Because when I first fired this up, it was 0. And I was like, check now, let's give it a try. And it actually pulled in these two games, and then I could optimize, or I could, mess with them there. So recommended optimal settings. Settings are updated, so maybe there's just an update waiting to happen for Diablo 3. And then if it does, then it'll automatically apply the optimal settings. So that's pretty cool. Shadow play. This is really neat. So when you actually have your shadow play on, you can have certain things on, like the built-in camera for the Alienware 15. I can be up here in the upper left-hand corner. Why would you want to see me? I have no idea. Maybe I'm playing a scary game or something and you want to watch my reaction. Status indicator, frames per second counter. That's cool. You can see when it drops, or depending on what's going on in the game. That's really cool. But here's where you can either, so I can have it up here. I can have the counter over my face, or I can turn it off and just have these two. Actually, I think I'm going to leave it there. Microphone, if you're doing commentary, always on, push to talk. I think I might like to push the talk, but maybe I'd forget to press it. Mini fridge just kicked on. I wonder if that's going to be loud. So this is really cool. These are something you might want to do a cheat sheet for if you're going to use shadow play or just have them memorized. So Alt F10 save the last 20 minutes recorded. So these are cool. Alt F7, pause, resume broadcasting. So pretty helpful stuff. Activate push to talk. Toggle FPS counter on off. Camera on off. So cool. I'm sure if you used it enough, you could get familiarized with those keyboard shortcuts. Recordings. So right now I have it saved to shadow play. Temp files. So you can save it, and you can, augment them and put them on YouTube. Let's go to Shield. We don't have a Shield, so there's no devices paired up. Here's that battery boost. Here's where I was. Yes, it does do your battery. It extends battery life while playing. And when you have it actually applied, here's the optimal. The optimal is down to 30 frames per second. So I'm like, I don't ever really plan on playing a game where I'm not actually plugged in. So what I've done is turn it on, bring it up to 60, and then I just turn it off. Not using the battery boost. But that's basically it in a nutshell for the NVIDIA GeForce Experience. It is really cool. It's not limited to Alienware 15 laptops. I believe it comes with the actual NVIDIA GeForce graphics card. Let's see. Let's click on this. Alright, so here's the system requirements. This is for the GeForce NVIDIA Experience. It's an operating system. Whoa, really? Windows XP SP3? That's crazy. Oh, backwards compatibility. Windows 10, disk space, yep. Internet connectivity, it's required, at least 2 gigs. Any display with blah, 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 which I have. Supported hardware. i5, yep. Really cool. Driver updates, game optimization, and shadow play. So I'm up here in this area with regards to the graphic card that I own, and a whole bunch of other good information on here. Matter of fact, this is where I got where I downloaded the driver. I already downloaded this, and this is where I actually got it up to where it needed to be in order to have the NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Download GeForce. Oh, this is cool. So there's other stuff. There's a lot of. I didn't really look into here. Oh, cool. So it's going to go through and actually give you a little breakdown of what all those different settings do. Oh, that's really cool. I should have looked at this more. Games. Yep. Looks like it's just the list of games that will be supported with that optimization. There's Fallout 4. Do I dare click on it? Nice. I really want to give this game a try, but I'm torn. PS4 or PC. I'm not a huge backer of either camps. I like them both equally. I know there's a lot of PC gamers who are like, whatever, consoles suck, good for kids, and whatever. It's up to me, I'd have them all. Anyway, I'm going to close this down. I'll leave the picture of my rig up there. Actually, this isn't my rig, it's the laptop, but I get the gist of what they're doing. So there you have it. This is kind of overview of the NVIDIA GeForce Experience, which is being run on my Alienware 15. Thank you for watching. If there's a request, if you've watched it, thank you for watching it. But if there's a request for Shadow Play, let me know if you want to watch Diablo 3 or the Witcher 3. Just to see how it looks. I'll actually click on this last one since it was just the last one I didn't open. Sweet. Alright, anyway. Again, this is Illusions for Illusions Nerdery. Thank you for watching, and game responsibly.